Alrighty, my friends, it is Monday, September 22nd, and you know what's up. All right, y'all, I'm going to take my own subscriber-only card pull advice and look for the silver lining in this Disney Kimmel situation, because I'm sure you've hoyed, unless you've still been under a rock somewhere, darling. They're going to put the man back on air just in time for Rapture Day, by the way, which is going to be great. Instead of that forced memorial special they were going to air, and they backed off of that as well, because people were like, no, you're not. You're not going to force us to watch that drivel in his slot. No way. They went too hard, too fast. They overestimated their power and the apathy of the people, especially since they're picking at what? This discomfort. Didn't I say that's the chord that needs to get struck? These people, the ones that aren't used to being targets, needed to get hit with something inconvenient, because that's all it takes. If you watched the Futurama before you canceled your Hulu, there's this episode where they're trying to talk about the climate situation, and they end up making a song about saving the polar bears, because they kept saying, hey, our kids are going to inherit this, and no one cares about their kids, but they care about cute animals. And in fact, I've said that, right? I was like, these cages they're putting people in, let's pretend they're putting puppies in there without food and water, and watch how quickly certain people who didn't care that it was brown folks suddenly feel activated to go down and physically save people because it's animals. And I'm not really knocking animal love at all. I'm just saying it's kind of sad how it has to go there for some people to feel activated. So I'm going to silver lining this one, and I'm not going to point fingers at just the inconvenience of a favorite show host of theirs being taken down for nothing is what it took for them to activate. But we're going to do the silver lining, which is people realizing that, oh, we can do something with numbers. And darling, I'll take it. I will take it. It took a week of cancellations, boycotts, threats, actors, writers, comedians. I mean, so many people. They lost billions upon billions. What the number? Like 4 billion plus. The rumors that he was going to sue. I know that was kind of unconfirmed, but absolutely. I mean, do you really need confirmation on that? Of course he was going to sue. They broke his contract. He didn't do anything wrong. So while I'm glad that people are noticing that, oh, if we all come together and control the purse strings, things change, because at the end of the day, they need us. We have the one thing they're trying to siphon away from all of us. And if they piss us off too much, all we have to do is not give it to them. All right. That's the more passive way to do it, since y'all are afraid to follow the footsteps of certain other countries. But I wanted to point out a few things. Number one, that statement they put out is trash. They put out a statement where they took no accountability, and they also didn't call out any of the other stuff that happened. Okay. They made it sound like this dude said something that could have been inflammatory or insensitive, and they had to have a talk with him. And now that we see eye to eye, we'll let him back. No, bitch. That's not what happened. That's not what happened. You capitulated. We understand. But let's not act like he did or said anything wrong. Because all he did, he didn't even talk about the dude. He talked about the suspect, and he aired a clip of Stinky. And somehow airing the clip of Stinky is worse and more insensitive than Stinky doing that in real time and creating a clip that people could reshare showing his insensitivity. All right. No one said anything about that. They punished the people talking about it. All right. And that's where we need to dig in and hold Disney accountable and remind them all. Okay. They overplayed their hand. They went too hard, too fast, and made aware people who didn't notice that this was psychosis are now all staring, going, oh, yep, you got our attention. Y'all are crazy. Okay. And I mean, we've been saying it for a while now. But I also wanted to point out the behavior. Okay. Notice how when they took him down, we didn't make websites and apps to dox people who celebrated the show getting canceled. We didn't go out and beat people up because he lost his job and you need to pay. How dare you celebrate? We didn't have a made up order that we were harassing waitresses over. None of that was needed. What we did was we let our money talk. No, we didn't go out into the streets and light things on fire. We boycotted. We closed our purse strings. We canceled our subscriptions. That was it. That was it. Okay, so while they like to compare, no, we are not the same. They not like us. Okay, while we were letting our money talk, they were gathering like a pilgrimage. And like I said in the pieces, we watched these folks get together like a NASCAR meeting, just trash everywhere, right? This regime steps in on what is supposed to be a service. This should be family. This should be parents and children and people related to this person honoring their life, if that's the way we want to go with it. I know we've got this tradition over here where when things happen and bad people go away, we pretend that they were angelic, and we've got folks going, you need to learn who he was. And I'm like, do you know what you're saying when you're telling people to learn who he was? You know, that means they're going to go Google what he said, and then you're going to have to explain why you think that is Christ-like behavior, why that's representative of all of you, you know, and of course I know why they're doing it. That's what they always do. Every time they want more control, they roll their Ray-Rayness and their phobias into a faith and go, here, one big pill solves everything. And yes, it was scary watching all those bald, pasty dudes stand up there and just let the spittle froth about how much they hate these people and who doesn't have anything and who offers nothing. And the you, like I said this morning, is the you in the room with us? Who is the you that you guys keep talking to? Your own authorities keep saying that they have no ties to blacks, the left, or anything else. That this is just, it's not even political or religious. It's just a tiff. Okay, and like I keep saying, that's separate from any, you know, thoughts we might have about who could have been involved in this. Just even their own authorities are saying it's not the people you want to get mad at. And yet here they are gathering in a building, taking advantage of the opportunity to do what? Get people upset. Tell them to get ready to go after the people they hate. They need to go after other citizens. We've awakened a beast. Who has awakened this beast? They're coming for us. Who is they? Like we weren't even there. They made a big deal. Oh, we have national level Secret Service security on this event. Nobody was trying to go there except the people that wanted to be there. Nobody wanted this fantasy that everyone wants to be them and is jealous of them. And like I said this morning, we learned our lesson during the civil rights era. We got access to the unflavored food, to the pools filled with unwashed people, to the neighborhoods where you can't have any fun, and said, okay, all right, yeah. I mean, we want equality, but y'all can keep all this flavorless, saltless, colorless sameness. Like, you can have this. This is not where it's at. Okay? That's why we don't care that they want to go live in the woods. Nobody's chasing them. We don't care. They want someone to care. We still don't care. It's so bad that, like I said, we're starting at that app. They're working on the Panther app. And the same people that want to go live in the woods by themselves, and they have lawyers because they're staying segregated. Okay, want to know what we're doing on the app. Well, the blacks can't have an app. We need to know what they're talking about over there. Like, no. Go back to the woods. Don't worry about what we're doing. Why do you need to be in our business no matter what? Huh. Interesting, right? So they always got to be in our business no matter what. Just putting that out there. But again, I just want to reiterate again and again and again that the people, the ants, have the power here. And this is one tiny little crumb, one tiny little instance of what can be done when everybody pays attention together. And I'm a little upset. You know, like I said, I'll take the silver lining. I'll take my own advice. I'm a little perturbed that it took a night host before millions of additional people went, oh, these folks are crazy and we'll stop at nothing. Okay, we see. But yeah, I'll take it. Because yes, Walt Disney releases a statement going, we had a chat with him. Who had a chat? With the host that was directly responsible for someone going and taking the lives of the unhoused. Okay? Who had a chat with the people who got rid of the data showing who commits the things they're trying to blame on us? Who got a talking to for the other events that happened the same week as Mr. T-Man, all right? Same week. They didn't get coverage. They didn't get memorials. They didn't get half-mast. They didn't get anything. And they even buried the suspects because the suspects were also very loud, proud, radicalized, far right hand, as it usually is. So who's holding any of that accountable? All of that, nothing, crickets, not a peep, not a mouse fart on any of that. But you want to come over here and act like that dude playing a tape of what someone else said with their full chest is somehow insensitive during the time? Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. So I'm proud of y'all. I'm proud that y'all realize finally that you can do something if you all come together. I'm upset that it took a TV host for y'all to figure that out, but keep rolling with it, please. Keep rolling with it. It took a week. All right? Imagine if there's more of you and you're more aggressive and you get more creative with what you're not paying into. Okay? Dame un grrr. Okay.